Good morning everyone, and thank you for joining me today. Now today I have got another Aldi dupe for you because they have just brought out this CC cream. Now what does that packaging remind you of? I'm sure you're all screaming at the screen right now, but in case you're not, I'm just going to hold up another product that I still have in the box. It Cosmetics CC cream. Now this is retailing at Aldi's for $4.99. I'm just going to tell you how much this costs. I'm just going to look up the current price. Okay, I've just looked up the price and they've got different sizes of this, of course. So this is 35 mils, the original CC cream. And this is 32 mils. This is 35 mils. So the closest in size, the price of the It CC cream is £32.50. Currently on offer in Boots for £26. And this is £4.99. How did Aldi do it? Anyway, now, of course, I was chatting to a few of my Ali Pallies about this over the weekend. And, of course, Rebecca asked the question that we all want to know. And she's got a brilliant way of summing up these questions, which is, yes, but is it just that they dupe the packaging or do they actually dupe the product? And that's the question that I want to answer today. Now, I've already smelt this. It does not smell the same as It Cosmetics CC cream. I love the smell of It Cosmetics CC cream. And I cannot describe to you, it's kind of like a lemony sort of, I'm going to have another smell of it. Okay, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch you, because I've bought a couple of these shades of this It CC cream. So it comes in 6 shades, and I bought shade 4 and shade 3, and I think I've ordered shade 5. Okay, so I'm going to swatch you those shades, and I've got 2 shades of the original It Cosmetics CC cream in medium tan and medium neutral. So I'm just going to go because I'm about to sneeze, and I'll be right back. Okay, so first I'm going to swatch them. No, it sneezed away now. First I'm going to swatch these for you, and I'm going to then swatch the 2 shades that I have in the It Cosmetics CC cream and see what kind of shades, if any, they're close to, of the 2 that I've got. So first of all, we have got shade 4. I'm going to just swatch you shade 4. Right, that's shade 4. So still quite light, but you know, It Cosmetics comes up quite light as well. There is a sudden, I noticed looking at them yesterday, that there's a sudden shift in tone when you get to shades 5 and 6. Suddenly goes really dark. Now I'm going to show you shade 3. So that's 4. And shade 3. Thick swatch, of course. That's weird. Shade 3 actually looks almost darker. Maybe not. Surely not. It looks warmer. I think this is more neutral. This is warmer. Okay, so that's shade 3 and that's shade 4. There's not a lot of difference. It's more about the undertone. So shade 4 is neutral and shade 3 is warm. But not much of a difference in terms of depth of colour. Right, and I'm going to now swatch you the 2 shades that I've got from It Cosmetics on the other hand, and let's see if there's any similarities. So I've got neutral tan and medium tan. So I'm going to just swatch neutral tan. Now I'm wondering whether neutral tan is going to be like shade 4, which is quite neutral. So that neutral tan. Yeah, that's like shade 4. So neutral tan is like shade 4, look. So that's neutral, I'm covering myself. That's neutral tan, and that's shade 4. There. They're quite similar. And then I've got medium tan. And I reckon medium tan is going to be like shade 3. Probably a little bit warmer, but I might be wrong. Because I remember I ended up getting neutral tan because medium tan was a bit too light for me. So let's have a look. So that's medium tan. Yeah, they're not as, neither of those are as warm as shade 3. So if you've got a warm undertone and you're kind of a medium skin tone, I'd go for shade 3. If you want a more neutral shade, I'd go for shade 4. And when I get shade 5, I'm going to swatch that for you as well. Now, I'm going to put some arm swatches in between here. And then I'm going to get on. And hopefully, with my eyes allowing, because they are streaming this morning, I'm going to do half and half of my face. And I'm going to be very brave because I'm going out this afternoon to get my feet checked. So hopefully it doesn't look too different, but I'm going to put my medium neutral on, and I think I will put shade 3 on because I think that's going to probably be the best match to the other one. Okay, so let's try this, shall we? And here are the arm swatches here. Okay, I've got the CC Skin Perfecting brush, but I've only got one of them. So I'm going to apply the Aldi one first with this brush, then clean it off, and then apply the CC cream. So I'll put the Aldi on this side, and I'll put the CC cream on this side. And I'm going to pop up on Instagram later and ask you which you think is which, if they're very similar. Let's see. Okay, so the first thing I noticed is it doesn't have the same smell as the CC cream by It Cosmetics, but it does have a smell, a perfumey smell. It smells more like pears. Almost a bit like the Jo Malone Pear and Freesia scent. I'm just going to dot a bit more around my cheeks. This is where I need the SPF. And I'm going to stipple. Now, just for, if you're watching this, I'm using shade 3 and I'm an NC 35 in MAC and a Charlotte Tilbury 7 neutral. I was matched to 7.5 warm by Charlotte Tilbury, but somewhere around that shade 7 in Charlotte Tilbury. A little bit more on my chin. Not sure that I'm impressed with the coverage. Right, let's try the CC cream now. Right, I'm just going to give this brush a little bit of a wipe down, and then I'm going to move over and try the real deal on the other side. Okay, so I'm going in with neutral tan on the other side of the It Cosmetics CC cream. Oh, I love the smell of this. I really love the smell of this. And I wish I could describe it. Orangey. So this is pears, this is orange. Now, you may think I'm applying quite a thick layer, which I am, but don't forget this is your SPF. Right, immediately what I'm seeing, even though this is still too light for me, is that the Aldi one does not have as good a coverage as the original, which is a shame. I was actually expecting it to be quite similar, because when they duped the Tarte Shape Tape, it was just as good. But I definitely feel that this has given me better coverage immediately than the Aldi one. Now, that may be a little bit to do with the shade, but I think you can see that. That's disappointing. Look, you can see that all my pigmentation's still popping through that side, whereas that side, it's gone. That's a real shame. Let me see if I can build up the Aldi, and I'm going to just experiment now, because I may have to actually put the CC cream on both sides, because I can't go out like that. I'm going to look strange, but I'm going to put on shade 4 and see if that makes a difference, and see if I can build it up to look similar to this side. Let's try shade 4 of the Aldi side. It may just be the shade, because sometimes it's the shade that it doesn't feel as thick either. It's slightly thinner than the It CC cream. Of course, I still probably got, I didn't wipe down my brush, did I? I probably still got a tiny bit of the CC cream still left on my brush. Maybe shade 4 is better, actually. Okay, shade 4 is a little bit better, but I still think I'm having to use an awful lot of product to get the same kind of coverage as the It. So, Aldi, great idea, but I just don't think it has the same coverage. Look, Aldi CC, and I don't think I'll go on Instagram, because I think you'll spot it in a second. Aldi Instagram. However, if you want a lighter SPF 50, and it is SPF 50 UVA and UVB, and it's $4.99, it's not bad to have. It's just not going to be the same as, and I'm so disappointed, because I so wanted it to be. It's not going to be the same as It CC cream. So I'm just going to leave it here. I'm going to put some of my It CC cream this side, and then I'll put my face on, and I'll be right back to say goodbye to you all. I'm so disappointed, Aldi. But it's a no from me, I'm afraid. I will try 5, because I've ordered 5, shade 5. I'm going to put on the CC cream the other side, and I'll put my face on, and I'll be right back to say goodbye to you all. Okay, see you in a minute. Okay, so that is me done. I haven't done my brows, but never mind. I'll do them later. I forgot. Never mind. I really like this ombre effect that I bought about on my mouth. I suddenly thought, oh, look at the colours in my top. And I got Bad Romance lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury, which is her very dark one. It's a very like Night Moth by MAC. It's a sort of very dark burgundy. Lined my lips with that and filled it in at the sides, and then filled in the top, the middle bit, not the top bit, with Kiss and Tell. And then I put on the Lisa Eldridge lip gloss in Red Ribbon over the top. And I'm loving it, because it kind of brings in both colours of my top. Anyway, all the details of what I've put on my face are down below. Now, let's go back to my final thoughts about this. I am disappointed, it has to be said, but I've kind of, as I've been putting on my makeup, I've kind of summed up what I think is where Aldi went wrong. I think what Aldi have tried to do is to dupe a foundation with SPF 50 in, which which they've done beautifully. But the bit that they've missed out is the CC. Colour correcting isn't just about slapping pigment on your face. Otherwise, it wouldn't be, this would be called a colour correcting cream. It's not colour correcting, this is a foundation. And I think where they've missed it is the CC part. And what I really noticed about applying this as opposed to this Real Deal is that this colour corrected my pigmentation. It gave good coverage, but there's some colour correcting pigments in it. And with all due respect, It Cosmetics are supposed to, I mean, I don't know this for a fact, but it's certainly what they market themselves as having plastic surgeons behind them in terms of covering up scar tissue and whatever. So when they say colour correcting fluid, they mean it. I think where Aldi have gone wrong is that they've put the SPF in, and that's very difficult to get an SPF of 50 in a foundation without, you know, and adjusting the colour, because colour SPF is going to whiten the foundation. So they've managed to do that, but they haven't really got the colour correcting qualities of it. Now, I got 2 more arrived in the post because I really thought I was going to give some of these away. And now, I don't know, lesson learnt, right? Because I was so impressed with the Tarte Shape Tape dupe, and I wish I'd bought more so that I could give you guys, you know, put it in a giveaway. I went and bought extra of these, and of course, it's not the same. However, what I will do, it won't go to waste, because if it's got an SPF and it's got UVA and UVB in it of factor 50, then for £4.99, even as a sun cream, it's not bad value. It's just not duping It Cosmetics. So I'm really sorry, Aldi. This is the first time I will say. I also noticed it was feeling a bit sticky, and obviously I had to put another layer of it, and it was kind of settling into my pores a lot more. But you can see with this, I've also put some It Cosmetics blush on. They are very good at evening out complexion. They are very good at it. So I'm afraid this time it's a little bit of a fail. But nevertheless, for £4.99 with an SPF of 50 UVA and UVB, it is still good value for a sunscreen with tint in it. So I'm not going to completely knock it if you're on a budget. It will do, but it's not. Don't fool yourself into thinking you're getting an absolute dupe of It Cosmetics. All right, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you all very soon. Mwah!